Lesson 33, multiple unit multipliers and also area conversions. Now again, before we start with these, I want to remind you the different conversions we learned before. 1 mile, 5,280 feet, 1 yard, 3 feet, 1 foot, 12 inches, 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters, and 1 meter is 100 centimeters. Now remember, these you have to know by memory, so make sure that you memorize them if you haven't yet. The first example, it says, convert 125 inches to yards. Now remember that the process we said we were going to do was to put the 125 inches, very important to put our units. Then we're going to open a parenthesis and put the inches here on the bottom. Now we have to ask ourselves or check here in our box if there is a conversion between yards and inches, and there is none. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to feet, and then from feet we're going to go to yards. So 1 foot is 12 inches and 1 yard is 3 feet. Remember that you don't have to multiply these. You can do it in your calculator if you want to, but what we're going to do is put the 125 that is on the top times 1, which doesn't really affect, over the 12 that is on the bottom, we put it on the bottom, and the 3 that is also on the bottom, we put it on the bottom. Now, which units? Well, we want yards, so hopefully that's what we get. Let's see. Inches cancels with inches, feet cancels with feet, and all we have left is the yards. And that would be our answer. Again, you can put that in the calculator and find the approximate answer, but that would be okay for now to leave it like that. In the next example, we have to convert from kilometers to centimeters. So again, I start by putting 5 kilometers here, and I open my parentheses and put the kilometers on the bottom. Remember, the one I put here, I also put here on the bottom. Now, again, if I check my box or my memory, I see that there is no straight connection between kilometers and centimeters. So I'm going to go from kilometers to meters, and then from meters to centimeters. Now again, put the information in here. 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters, and 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. And again, what we have to do is just multiply 5 times 1,000 times 100. The units cancel each other because there's one on the top and one on the bottom, and that will be centimeters. Now this is an easy simplification that we can multiply in our minds. So I just put the 5 zeros, and the answer will be 500,000 centimeters. So 5 kilometers is the same as 500,000 centimeters. Now the next examples are conversions of area. So we're going to do exactly the same thing. 51 square meters. And then on the bottom, I'm going to put here square meters. Now, we do know what is the relationship between meters and centimeters. So I just put it there. And it's 1 square meter equals 100 square centimeters. Now, it's very important that you remember to put these 2 here, because we're not talking about linear units, we're talking about area units. So we have to put it square. So in this case, again, the meter square cancel, and my answer is going to be 51 times 100 square, and then centimeters square. And again, since this is an easy one, I can simplify. Notice that this is 100 square, and 100 square is 10,000. So I just multiply 10,000 times 51, which is 510,000 square centimeters. But again, it's okay if you also leave it like this. Let's look at the next example. In this case, we have 32 square inches, and we want to pass it to feet. So I start by putting the square inches on the bottom, and I do have a relationship between inches and feet, so I just put the square feet also on the top. In that case, the one goes on the top, 12 inches. And since we're talking about area, we have to put the 12 square. And again, these cancel, and we have 32 divided by 12 square. And the unit it is square feet. Now we don't have to simplify, we just leave it like that. And that's it, a very simple lesson. You just have to be very careful on where you put your units. See you in the next video.